That was Greensleeves from the Derek Trucks Band. Songlines Live is the name of the DVD. We got a CD copy of it, but the DVD is fantastic. It's got a lot of great stuff. Some old Donny Hathaway, some great cover of Stevie Wonder's "Maybe Your Baby" from Talking Book, and just the fact that you play all this stuff at once is so interesting to me. I remember we went down to St. Louis. I took my whole band down to St. Louis to see you in April of last year, opening for Santana, because I just thought that was too good to miss. And you did My Favorite Things for quite a while,
Nice.
and that was just magnificent. And it came completely out of the blue. And I believe you followed that with an Alan Toussaint song, "Get Out My
That's
Life for
right,
Me."
just for variety, huh?
Dude, that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. And I just want to comment on, the fact that you're doing soul music and acoustic jazz and then blues and everything else. I just think that's just amazing, and I'm surprised that there aren't more artists that do that. But is that different guys in the band, or is that all pretty much coming from you? And I know you've talked about the band being a democracy, but where's the impetus for that much, all that information all at once?
It's all things that inspire me as a musician and the band. I mean, that Alan Toussaint tune, Hercules, just I have a great version of Aaron Neville doing it, and it's just always something I loved hearing. And when we started doing the tour with my wife, we broke that tune out, and it was just it was so much fun to do. And then that led to the Lee Dorsey version of "Get Out My Life," which is another great
Yeah.
Alan Toussaint tune. So
Yeah, Lee Dorsey did a whole bunch of Alan Toussaint songs. "Everything I Do Gonna Be Funky," and there's killer songs. And of course, working in a coal mine.
yeah,
And
I mean, he's an unbelievable writer, and he's still doing it too. You can see him
yeah,
touring, or if you're down in New Orleans, it's worth checking him out.
he shows up on that Elvis Costello TV show that they have on one of those cable channels now too.
That's right.
So yeah. But anyway, let's talk about what's coming up. What's going on in the next few months? You're touring with your own band? Are you recording? And if there's a plan for the next album? If you're recording with anyone else, or you're touring with anyone else? I know that's all a big question, but if you could,
This year is so full between touring behind this record with my band. We're doing a few tours through Europe and Japan and the States, and the Allman Brothers 40th anniversary. So we're between those two bands, it's pretty full this year. I'm hoping early next year to get back into the studio and just start writing and recording again, and kind of see where it leads. A lot of projects in mind, nothing firm at the moment, but this year is just a constant tour.
yeah. Well, you've kind of been doing that though, haven't you? I mean, if I'm seeing you coming through the Midwest 3 or 4 times a year, you're touring, man.
Oh yeah, we run hard.
Well, just to close out, we'll play another tune from the new disc. But I wanted to ask, what you're listening to now, what's going on, what music is being played on the bus, and so on like that. So you can maybe
we've been
hip us
on
to some of that
soul
stuff.
kick lately. It's been a lot of Sly Stone and Bobby Womack and
All right.
Sam Cooke and Otis Redding and Eddie Hinton. There's been a lot of those albums in heavy rotation.
Mm-hmm. Well, those are a lot of people that people have forgotten about. I know the Bobby Womack in particular. Nobody seems to remember Bobby Womack anymore, and there's some wonderful
and
songs.
There's just some unbelievable records that he put out. I mean, as good as anything from that time. So, guys like that somehow fly under the radar.
Yeah, they always have. And I think Bobby Womack is still out there and still playing live gigs, if I'm not mistaken.
You can catch him occasionally as well.
Yeah. Well, that's brilliant. What else would you like to play from the new album?
Your call. I think "Down on the Flood" or "Sweet Inspiration" are fun tracks.
Yeah, we haven't done "Down in the Flood" for a while, and that's just a brilliant. That's an old Bob Dylan song, right?
Yeah, it's an old Dylan tune. And, post Katrina originally, and then all the other flooding that we've had in the country the last few years. I thought the song title itself was really timely. The song is obviously more about a relationship than a flood, but it still takes on a different life.
Absolutely, and great production on that too. I really thought that it harkened back to a lot of It was familiar sounding, but not familiar sounding. But it has that kind of vibe, especially with the horns at the end. It reminds me of Robbie Robertson and Alan Toussaint's arrangements for like the albums for the band and stuff like that.
Nice. You know, those albums are in heavy rotation too. So, we probably borrowed some of that.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. We're going to play Down in the Flood from the new Derek Trucks album. We look forward to seeing you on June 11th here at the Embassy, and hopefully we'll have a lot of folks come out to see you. We got a lot of fans here, and we're such big fans here at the Burnt Toast Show. We really appreciate you talking to us.
Cool, man. Thank you, and we will see you down the road for sure.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is Down in the Flood from the Derek Trucks Band.